Hello, I'm Asif Farouk of Finextra, and today I'm with Gabrielle Patrick of Epiphyte. So Gabrielle, thank you for joining me. What do you think is the biggest misconception surrounding cryptocurrencies?
I think the biggest misconception so far is really a lack of understanding. Most people still are centering on Bitcoin, the unit of value, not appreciating that there is Bitcoin, the unit of value, separate and distinct from Bitcoin being a network or a platform upon which different applications can be built. But we are seeing in the last 18 months more of an evolution of conceptually of the different types of usage of cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology or distributed ledgers. We're seeing banks looking more seriously at using the technology for various use cases. And very interestingly, we're also seeing regulatory recognition. So regulators are now recognizing the potential use of blockchain technology specifically for micropayments and cross-border remittances. So that's very interesting.
Okay, let's talk about the role governments will play in the future landscape for cryptocurrencies. What role do you think they will play?
Interesting question. I don't think it's clear as yet. We do see both in Europe and in the US governments paying more attention. So for instance, the Bank of England in their recently launched research agenda have focused on the potential of issuing their own digital currency. There's been talk of a representative for the Federal Reserve Bank in the US also talking about having FedCoin. So these are very interesting propositions. What that will mean in reality is unclear. Will that mean greater access to that type of currency for major or dominating banks? Will that mean access to the average Jew on the street? If so, how would that be conducted to prevent systemic risk? These are all implications that are currently being discussed, but I really don't think we have a clear picture at this time.
So lastly, there's the debate between cryptocurrency and digital currencies use case. Is it more suited towards a developed market with its infrastructure or a developing market? What are your thoughts?
I think this is really a very interesting question because in the developed world, there's clearly the issue of the unbanked. And you could see immediately where you have an ability to exchange value instantaneously, completely in a digitized form, peer-to-peer from one end to another without a trusted intermediary, how that could immediately lend certain advantages. Then there's the school of thought that in the developed world, we can enable faster, cheaper transactions using using the current financial infrastructure as a basis. So which one is better? I really don't have clear in my mind, but I do think that because of the nature of the technology, the utilization should not be limited to these classifications of developed versus developing jurisdictions. I really genuinely believe it's a technology that can be used across the board, and it's a matter of finding the use case or the business case depending on that particular jurisdiction.